I had an experience last year where I stepped into the darkness. I now call it the void. I did this through meditation, where I would close my eyes every morning, sit in gratitude, and I began to get clarity about what my life meant, what I want in my life, how to get it, which direction to travel. And all of this was innately inside me the whole time. I just never took the opportunity in the moment to actually listen to the truth of my inner voice, my intuition, my spirit, my truth, whatever you want to call it, the I am, the self. Through listening, I began to go on a path of the unknown, which no longer was fearful. It began to be this adventure for me. I would find myself meeting people that would give me the next phase or step to my personal growth. They would say, you have to read this book, or you have to meet this person. And the list went on. And I began to follow the breadcrumbs, follow the trail to my own personal experience. The grandest part about this was that through meditation, prayer, intention, setting, whatever you want to call it, that moment of being in the void, breathing deeply, calming the chatter of the world, messages began to come to me. Those messages were in the form of various things. I would see people that were no longer here. I call them ancestors, or you can call them spirits, or whatever you want. I began to communicate with them. I still don't fully understand or know what this means, but I do know in those moments there was complete, utter truth in the messages that were exchanged. I began to seek higher and higher. I began to lift out of my surroundings, and I would see the state of Colorado. I would see the world. It was covered in a golden light. This is all through meditation. And I began to feel the connectedness of the world. I've since found other people that have been through a similar experience where your eyes are opened in a way and your senses are open in a way where you can never go back to normal. I now look at the tree line as I'm driving out of my mountainous community of Woodland Park, and I can barely take the beauty of what I see. I cry very frequently now, when that was something that I never did in my past, because I was so closed off from trauma and pain of losing, being in a single parent home, not having a father, growing up in poverty. Now I cry when I see the wind blowing the trees. I feel the connectedness of our planet. I feel the connectedness of people. I understand that this is all for a reason, everything that we're doing. And I understand my complete conviction of my life, what it means. I know how to get there. And this is all from just being quiet, closing my mind, closing my eyes, and listening to the inner truth of who I am. We take a lot of time, don't we, just to plan a trip. So maybe we're going out of the country and it's a 3-week trip. Think of the planning that we do for a trip that might last us 2 or 3 weeks. That's probably a full year-long process. I encourage all to take that same energy and apply it to your life. Apply it to the next 20 years of your life. What if you were to spend 1 year truly going into yourself and asking what it is that you want for your life? What if you spent 5 years? And what if it meant to you the next 30 years were exactly what you wanted them to be? This void has all the information that we need. What I found is that it's even led me on a deeper rabbit hole where I understand the presence of God, and that can be whatever you choose it to be, but I understand that it's a very similar thread for all religions. I understand my intention and purpose in this life is to serve those disadvantaged that are me, the people that grew up in single-parent households, that lived in poverty, that didn't have guidance of maybe a male or a female counterpart. I want to serve those communities. I know that for a fact. I see them every time I close my eyes, the people that I will impact and serve and support financially, with time. So I've found my passion in life, the utter truth of this existence, God, all because I took 1 year to completely listen to the quietness of my soul. What does your life have in store for you? Will you give your life the same energy that you would give a trip abroad? What if it meant the next 10 years of your life that you went down that road and took a step into the darkness towards your ultimate dreams of your life, which I call them goals, because they have a deadline? What if you never even reached them? Would it even matter? Because you're on the path of truth. You're on your path of the ultimate knowing. You're on your path to fully realizing who you are as a person. That's powerful. That alone is worth a practice of this magnitude. Will you step out into the darkness of the unknown, the void, and ask the simple question, what do you want for your life? And once you find what you want for your life, will you spend every morning of your life thinking about that truth? Will there be unseen forces that come around you and lift you and take you there quicker? Yes. What is your purpose for life? The big why behind all of this. What are we doing right now, right here? What am I doing speaking to you? What does it mean that we're connecting on a level we can't see, but it's actually happening around us right now as we talk? I love you.